Hello everyone and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Cause I didn't want to do the whole talking stuff all in that other vid, so... Oh. Even is no terms for short sensitive. Deficit anchor and technology and overtaking. Interesting. So anyway, time to go talk to everyone cause they all shut their doors. Which means conversations everywhere. Oh god. There's a bit of time for that though. Anyway, let's start with Vetra.
Looks like pictures of the exaltation chamber.
Yeah, the Kett are using some Angaran-made medical equipment. Could be a lead. I just want an edge on those Kett bastards. If they ever got their hands on Sid, I'd... Well, imagine if it was Scott.
I don't know what I'd do. We're all that's left of our family.
Same here. Sid was so little when our father left, and I was... well, her age now.
You raised your sister by yourself. That can't have been easy.
Had to. I waited forever for our father to come home. He never did. He was involved with some bad things. Bad people. Eventually it caught up to him.
Oof.
There was nowhere to run. Not like a whole new galaxy.
Is that why you came here?
When you're young and stupid, you make bad decisions. Piss off the wrong people. That sort of thing never goes away. Not for you, not for the ones you care about. I don't want to not come home one day.
Come on, you're strong, smart. It'll take a lot to keep you from coming home.
Strong, smart, but maybe just lucky. Luck runs out on you.
I won't.
Duh.
I have a good feeling about you, Ryder. I should get back to work. Talk to my people, see if they've heard anything. Chat later?
Wait. Chat now.
I thought I hated the Kett before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
Oof.
How did you keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Well, there you go. Liam, what's your tragic bad story? What did...
Liam,
Hi.
you're working pretty hard.
All the time. Started young. Smart little kid. Got angry a lot. Side effect of giving a shit.
Need to talk?
Liam, what's going on?
We found that facility on Vold. Kicked them in the teeth. Great.
Everyone's all upset about this, aren't they?
But the Kett still what people are. Everyone should have a stake in that. So I reached out, trying to get resources moving in a real way, bridge that gap like I did with Jar. I can't get permission coming or going. The Nexus, Aya, everyone is all can't take risks with outsiders. I didn't come here so everyone could be goddamn outsiders.
What do you expect? I'm not even the pathfinder for every Milky Way species, let alone the Angara.
Maybe not officially, but on the ground? Hard to ignore how much we do and what's left to do. I wanted this. Everything new. But eventually, it has to be normal. I need something familiar. Can I show you something? Did you bring anything from the Milky Way?
One or two things, but the weight limits were real strict.
I know. That's why I made arrangements. It's a proper petrol burner. 20th century. British. From when that mattered. My whole family worked on it together, weekends. Like those are a thing in space. Know what we did? Friends in Hustle set us up good. They borrowed us to transport right before I went into cryo. And me and my father and mother loaded our car into it and pointed it at Andromeda.
That's what they beat.
I doubt a transport would have a post-light drive. It won't be here for, what?
2.3 million years at standard light speed. The important thing is, it's coming. And always will be.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
So you shot a car into space, and it's not gonna get here for... By the time... Okay, there's the thing. By the time that car gets here, this whole system's probably gonna be swallowed by the black hole. Oh, Liam, that's... That's...
We do what we do. Doesn't always have to make sense.
I'll probably screw it up, Pathfinder.
Join the club. The screw-up started 600 years ago.
Truth.
You launch a car that's gonna get here by the time the black hole consumes the center of the galaxy.
This will be home. It has to be. I won't let being outsiders stop that.
My sanity's like, fuck that. Anyway, Liam, you really like standing around here without your shirt, so what's up?
Pathfinder. Sorry if things got strange
well,
last time we
talked.
talked.
Car that's
You're the first person I told about all that. It, felt really good.
No, we're not going with Liam.
Anything I can do for my team, Liam.
Stuff like that goes above and beyond Pathfinder. At least I hope so. Anyway, made me think we should do more just out and about. Off ship. Like the market on Aya.
Oh, you want
I've
to
got some contacts and some things I'd like your eyes on. But mostly, it's a day out.
Sounds like a date.
Something familiar. Turns out I need that.
But we're not dating. But you know, it's nice. I could do that. I could do a nice day out. But wait, I was trying to talk to you about stuff. General stuff. Not quest stuff, but general stuff.
Still waiting on our visit to Aya. Useful, but also fun. Looking forward to it.
No, we're not interested in you. I just want to talk. We could hang out with a beer. That's a thing.
Just checking in. I wanted to ask about you.
Stop.
What do you want to know?
I don't know. The car, apparently.
I have to know about the car.
Exactly.
We'd wrench on it as a family. Mom suggested it, and Dad liked a happy mom. That's how I fell into mechanical stuff. Armor and jump jets. Mom wasn't a fan of the second part. You know how it is.
I worried my parents from time to time.
That's a kid's job. I probably crossed the line a few times, though. Like jumping a galaxy.
Right.
That's why I have to make this work. If I don't, then Andromeda was a mistake. I said goodbye to too many people to let that happen.
Not like you really have a choice to go back, so...
Tell me about your friends in crisis response.
I swore I wouldn't tell anyone what they did. Stealing the shuttle for the car was above and beyond. Dondi, Base, Mazzy, Noel, Cap, and goddamn Hammond. The best people when buildings have fallen down. Eventually, I'll have to start a new branch here, you know? I promised.
Fail. Fail.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
But I wasn't done with that with just dialogue. Bill. But Bill.
Still waiting on our visit to Aya.
Bill.
Useful, but also fun. Looking forward to it.
Wait, what? Flat screen. Apparently we just go to this.
I miss them sometimes.
I miss people all the time.
Apparently we can just you know, take a moment to reflect. So a shirtless Leo, talk about things. I mean, that's fun, though. I can respect that. It's something, yeah. Anyway, I do like the ship dialogue. It's probably one of the favorite thing about Mass Effect.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Fuck off, Sam. Sam has been grating on me a bit. But yeah, it's probably, oh Jesus. It's probably one of the things I really like about Mass Effect. The whole series is basically just the ship dialogue. The thing is, one was limited as shit, to be honest. Like, basically, your whole thing with this episode, basically, you're set to have the most dialogue with Kaidan, Ashley, and Liara. Depending on male or female, I think there was more dialogue between Ashley with male Shepard and more dialogue with Kaidan with female Shepard, based on that. But then there was Rex, Tali, and Garrus, who basically, besides giving you their quest, their dialogue ran out almost a lot faster. But then again, you didn't really get much dialogue with Kaidan, Ashley, and Liara, unless you were advancing the story. But yeah, that's the problem though, is there's just... At times it feels like the ship dialogue just stops. Like, I mean, Mass Effect 2. There were a lot of sections where basically there's a visible wall where basically you get like I think like 2 conversations with your crew members, and then it sort of gets put on a stop until the second half of the game. Because the second half of the game, they're basically going to give you all the loyalty missions. Then you get maybe 2 more dialogues after you complete the loyalty missions, and then there are dialogue. So that's what, like 5 conversations each? I'm not sure exactly how that translated over to Mass Effect 3, because what I liked about Mass Effect 3 is they got out and talked to each other. They didn't just constantly stay in the room. That in the game was more of, you went and talked to them, and if you could actually talk to them, they had dialogue. If they just said, like, Shepard, 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 and then, well, they don't have dialogue. So you moved on. It wasn't like, well, you have to go talk to them and go through the whole menu, which we still have to do in this, because some of the party members have this whole thing like, well, tell me your war stories. Oh, you ran out of war stories. Tell me jokes, Sam. Oh, you ran out of jokes. Like that stuff, but still. Only 50 points. Jesus, what am I going to spend those 50 points on? If I can finish this off. Flak or Shredder. Things I'm probably not going to really use these powers half the time, so anyway. I'm going to take a max out Omni Grenade. Frag Grenade, Sticky Grenade. I mean, tempting, but more damage. More grenades. More grenades. And of course, anti-armor. Everything needs anti-armor. Because shields aren't that hard to get through. Armor's a bit of a pain at times. Now then, Biots. What do I want for Biots? I can match up Singularity. Anti-shield. I don't have anti-armor, so... Charge speed. Yeah, get rid of shields. Why not? So the singular float after the effect ends, or the singularity expands. I like the idea of exploding singularities. Annihilation. Enemies have to take 20% more damage. Enemies' movement speed. Oh, increase the movement speed for all hour. Ooh, that's not bad. But more damage. Partial restore shields while allies. Unarmored, unshielded, normal size items are different. Sure, why not? More of that. And then we could go, you know, lance. Or pull, throw, or any of those. Backlash. What's backlash do? So basically you put up a barrier that reflects smoke projectiles. It's not bad, but, you know, we only can have 3. I don't really change my things that much. I'll just put points in, lance. Confirm. And we can add master now. Yay. And then I have everyone else's points. Can't really do anything about that. Personal missions. I can make you better with Sorry Commando. Melee. So basically, do you want melee or melee? Melee? Or melee? I mean, I like the idea of knocking away weaker foes, so yeah. A dimp though. Power. Weapons. Power. Can't do those yet. Defensive training. Defensive systems. Physical training. More health, more shields. And health. Partial restore shields recover and nearby hours recover defeats a foe with power. Choosing income damage recovers at lower health. Yeah, sure. I can't do that. Sonova! Well, obviously damage support. And not enough points for that, so oh well. Joe, what you got for me? 4 points? That's... nope, 9 points. Can't do those. And Avenger Strike, though, I can make better. More damage. Just surprise enemies never try briefly reducing their damage. Cute, but more damage. And energy drain, why not? Recharge speed. Effectiveness. Boop. Vetra! Vetra, what you got for me? More power armor. Can't do those. Defense expert. Shields, health regen. Health and melee damage. Shields and health regen. Match health and melee damage. You're not really melee, so I prefer shields. Better takes less damage when uncover. Power armor is either cover. Less damage for non-cover. I mean, that sort of depends how the AI wants to be. Because I don't put her in cover on her own, so yeah. Concussive shot, damage of force. Could enemies take extra damage from all sources? Or the bleed? Yes. Let me confirm. Dracula you has 8 points. Can't do that. Black cannon or incinerate. Let's go incinerate. Initial damage. Radius. And initial damage. And damage force. Boop. PV. What you got? Evasion. Blah. Shockwave. Shockwave. Recharge speed or reach? Reach, obviously. But I don't really care about your recharge speed because I can't control your powers anyway, so. And duration, yeah. Better target takes more damage from all sources. Damage per second. Tempting, but yeah. It sets us up for all of our abilities after all. So, duration or outbreak? Evasion now affects up to 3 enemies near the target. Sure, why not? Boop 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 boop. Liam, what do I want for you? You have all the points, right? Right. Frag grenades, military training. There's now just more damage to armor targets. Yes, because shields don't really matter. Shields are easy to get rid of. Concussion. Shrapnel. Concussion. Defense. Defense systems. Matt's health. Match shields. Max health. Match shields. Damage resistance while cover. 7 if I don't expect you to be in cover, so do whatever. Cause yeah, the whole war they're gonna be in cover, they're not gonna be cover. I don't know. I don't know where the AI is half the time when I'm fighting. Worry more about myself. Cause like, let's face it, the AI sort of handles pretty freaking well on this. Without me really doing anything. Sure, they might go down occasionally, but they handle a lot better than they did in, like, you know, 1 through 3. Well, oh god, well, they're not covered, they're dead. Unless they're Krogan, and then, they're fine. Charge speed, damage. Yay. That's it. There we go, everyone's nice and upgraded. Except for core, which I could probably... That core, fine. Fine. Do you want that 4 points? Sure, that. Everyone's nice and upgraded. Woo. Now we have more dialogue to go with. Gil.
Hey there.
Hey yourself.
Question for you.
Shoot.
When all this craziness is over, you think you'll have kids?
Hello, left field.
Where the heck's that coming from?
Jill, the best friend I mentioned while you were killing me at poker. She's starting the initiative's first repopulation effort at Prodromos. It's all she can talk about. It got me thinking. At the end of the day, this whole thing, the Andromeda initiative, we're basically here to spawn.
Well, those who survive.
Those of us lucky enough to live through this.
Exactly. And there aren't that many to start. We're a disaster or two away from not having enough numbers to survive. Jill's right. At some point soon, we better get busy making babies.
True enough.
Who knew this thing was just a glorified dating service? Eesh. The biological imperative is kind of a bummer.
There are other ways to reproduce. It doesn't have to come from a romantic relationship.
I guess I could donate DNA, or however it works. You know me. Whatever my gut says in the moment, I do, and I don't look back. My mom says that's how my dad was. I wouldn't know. His gut moved on before I was born.
I had no idea. That must have been hard.
Hey, I turned out all right. He did his part, brought me into the world. Maybe that's enough. Thanks for talking, Ryder. Would you mind taking a slight detour and dropping me back in the Milky Way?
What's the problem?
Little something I just heard about called exaltation.
Alright. So here's the thing. Gear's basically in that section, well, yeah. The whole... You sort of need to repopulate. To keep the humans, well, the human species going, all the species technically need to, because... Yeah, there's the whole... There's 20,000 of us. There could be more. So I have to build up a population to sustain across all the colonies and all that. By the moment, we don't really have any... Well, here's the thing. There's a problem with this thing. At the moment, we don't really have the space for most of the people in Cairo. So, repopulation's not really a concern at the moment, to be honest. Like, there's this whole thing, yeah, well, we need to be concerned about this. But no, you don't really need to be concerned about it if you think about it. Because at the moment, there's lots of people still in Cairo. They can't get out of Cairo because there's nowhere to put them. So you start repopulating, there's not enough supplies. Any of that, really. So, yeah, that's more of a future, in the future years problem. Not right now, definitely not right now. And yeah, he's concerned about that because, well, you know, the whole being gay, he's not really helping with the repopulation so much as you know. But once again, that's a future problem, not a current problem. Current problem says we need to get outposts and places for people to live before we can, you know, worry about populate places when we don't have the supplies or places for anyone to live or survive. We need food, we need water, we need homes, we need all that first.
It's definitely more than we bargained for.
And the Ket are even scarier than we thought. I gotta start eating more protein and getting a full night's sleep. It'll take everything we got to get through this mess.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
But yeah, it's like he's worrying about problems that are way in the future and not so much right now. That's the problem with it. Oh, so I haven't seen my pie jack in a while, and it makes me sad. I need to go see my pie jack. Is he still in the usual place? Probably. We checked all the way over here.
I can't help thinking that Asari reproduction and Ket exaltation are similar in a lot of ways.
They're not.
The Ket take other species' genes.
How is that way?
Asari take other species' traits.
PB, don't tell me we actually agree on something.
Changed my mind. They're nothing alike.
I mean, they do take traits from people, but not
Going
like
through the
that.
readouts from the Ket facility, I've never seen such advanced genetic technology. Frankly, it's light years ahead of our capabilities.
It is. Oh, I have new memory fragments.
I ran across
talked
another memory
about.
fragment. Dad made Sam for Mom, to cure her. I knew that was part of it, but
You didn't know it was the driving force.
Dad was always so aloof. I never saw this side of him.
Maybe that's why he kept this memory, so you'd know.
I saw another of Dad's memories. I was in this one, Scott too. We were home visiting. Dad told us about going through the Charon relay.
So you got your sense of exploration from your father?
We joked it was in our DNA.
Then that part of him lives on.
And
I'll let
that's
you get
really
back to
all we
it.
could talk about.
I'll be here if you need me.
Where's my pie jack? Pie jack! Are you over here? It's not over here. Where's my pie jack? Can I call up someone on the VidCom? No, VidCom is available. And my pie jack's not here. Huh. While I'm here, 4 chiropods available. Science, we could start setting up those. Military, though. Always prepared. Yes. Versatility, yes. Apex, man. Have a chance to see weapons or armor? No. Jesus, no. Common things. Inventory, man, whatever. Credits? Not really a problem for us. So we have lab extensions, data, common mining nodes, additional, ugh. Tempting. Increases augmentation slash by 1 in all research projects. That could be really great, but I'm not sure if that works with my mod, so. Gotta collect our rewards. double consumables. Have to worry about that. You know what, Cora?
They aren't just conquerors or slavers. The Ket turn everything you are to their advantage. Worst kind of enemy. The one that makes you fight your own people.
That's what Jal faces every day, now that we know the truth.
Friends, neighbors, all changed. And they're loyal to what changed them.
You're pretty worked up about this.
Everyone
Kandros
on the
wants
ship
strategies
is.
for handling the Ket. I talked with Drac, putting ideas together. Expand our guerrilla tactics, get Angaran military advisors, research exaltation. Just, I don't know. Wish your dad could give me his take.
Why? This all looks fine to me.
Nasira, your father, they always had a plan I could follow. Without one, it's too easy for people to get hurt. Like now. The Initiative's plans are shot, and people die because of it.
We're flying blind. It'll take years to put all the pieces back together.
Our biggest headache is the Ket. Work goes on, I guess. Sarissa will have a strategy. Just need to find her and the other Asari.
So you say.
It'll be good to have certainty again. Ryder?
So that's our
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Still deciphering the Ark's last known course from the flight recorder and making sure we're ready for a fight.
Any more war
Any
stories?
more Commando war stories?
That's all I can share, anyway. I miss them.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
That almost caught something to scan. But not really. What's that? Okay, so here's a question. Where's my pie check? How's the research center? Can I develop anything? I'm gonna develop that. I think I already have that, but... Joe, how's it
Joe?
going?
Thank you for checking. But I'm all right.
Don't know if I would
I'm
be.
more pissy if you
I
blow
have
up
to
the
be.
place.
How else do we go on? You know,
Crumbling won't help anyone.
I agree. We have to be strong. I really miss my family at times like these. Are you close to your family?
You talk about family a lot.
Really? I guess it's just part of our culture. Our families are large, and we share our parents with the community. We all have many mothers.
My family's small.
And are you close?
I was. Am. My mom and dad are dead. My brother's in a medically induced coma. I'm kind of an orphan at the moment.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, this random collection of Tempest oddballs can feel like family sometimes.
Yeah. I never really felt I had a purpose. But here, I do.
What about the Resistance?
My place in the Resistance is not what I'd like.
But that kid on Aya looked up to you.
Sure. But you are going to do something important, Ryder. I feel it.
Well, I am a
This
MacGuffin.
is where I should be.
Actually... Well, Sam's more of the MacGuffin inside of us, so we're less MacGuffin and more we have a MacGuffin inside of us more than we're an actual MacGuffin. Oh, that's a... No, I don't think so. Anyway, great to hear it.
Glad you're along for the ride.
Me too.
I'm not banging Joel. Sorry. Not happening. Ooh, I was getting that. Just mapping initiative components and going to drive course. Was that before? I don't know. Maybe my pilot's in my quarters. That's the bridge, so no, we don't go on that yet. We haven't talked to Drac yet. I'm sure Drac's got comments about this whole situation. How's the kid?
You know what we saw back there, right? This isn't good, Ryder.
Why are you
The
standing up?
Archon's dangerous. I've seen people like him before.
He's definitely dangerous. So dangerous, I'm not sure we're ready to deal with him.
Take him out. All we need is a plan. From where I stand, the Archon thinks he knows what's best for us. Problem is, he can follow through on it. That exaltation the Ket do, it turns people into slaves.
He can do that to us. He has that power.
Someone like him you take out fast and hard. Get the leader, the rest will follow.
But where
Honestly, drop a nuke on his head, blow up a sun if you have to. Take the collateral damage.
I hope it doesn't come to that. But exaltation seems almost worse.
If he has his way,
Well,
there won't be
that's
anyone
fine.
left to
I
save.
like that.
You don't mess around with this kind of thing. Ends badly, each and every time.
Another galaxy, and there are still despots. We saw similar types back when I worked as a peacekeeper. Pirates attacking the colonies. We trained the colonists and they started fighting back. Raiders didn't expect that.
So this time
The Angara already know how to fight. But the Archon, he's got an army to back up his crazy.
But I've got you, and everyone else on board.
Huh. True enough. Never underestimate a small, capable strike force. You keep thinking about how you want to handle this.
We'll only get one real chance at it, won't we?
Yep, so when we take him down, let's make sure he stays down.
Indeed. Indeed. So, by the way, Drac, upper dialogue.
Hey,
Any more war stories?
Got any stories or advice to share?
does a pyjack scratch its butt?
Maybe.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Thanks, Drac.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
By the way, Drac, have you seen my pie, Jack? Did you eat my pie, Jack? Oh. Current contents of the pantry. Ooh, rice noodles. Ooh, I've grown stuff. Pie Jack! It's been a while.
You definitely made yourself at home.
You ate half our chocolate supply. Do you have any idea what I could have traded for that?
Indeed. Chocolate would be a valuable commodity. So yeah, we got, what, a new ship model? Yes, we do. Sam.
Hello, Ryder. Exploring the Exaltation facility brings a Solarian quote to mind. We uplifted desperate souls into weapons, and know not what we destroyed.
That's a fair description of exaltation.
I have changed since we linked, but I am still myself. Exaltation takes personhood and overwrites it, destroys it. I already understood that such destruction is wrong. Now, through you, I know why it is abhorrent.
Good. Sadly, there's no more humor.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Maybe that's a good. Oh, Jesus. Well, we have 9 new emails to search through. Greetings, Pathfinder. My name is Ronald. I serve the Angaran Resistance on our scouts every turn of interest and information the cat. If I'm so intrigued you, I will wait for you on. Fuck. Go back to Vogue. Don't want to go back to Vogue. Fuck that. Hello, Ryder. Quite the rescue. The tempest is intended for these kinds of operations, but she performs splendidly. Not that I encourage you risking your life for stress tests or anything. Still, well done. Especially the motor when I happen past my med bay. Definite impression, I say. Patient, but remarkably driven. It's easy to see how she understood the pressures of torture in that place. Sometimes I wonder why people could do With a bit more time to be patient. But for 42 hours straight, ships humming, coder quits together, should I? I wide awake, can't figure I'd use the time to practice my poetry. Didn't know I practiced poetry? Never did I, probably because I don't, but here it goes. Here are you, hearing us? Or will we regret ever coming? Because the cat are forever bumming, or space. Or is that actually good, or is that never spill my brain falling asleep? Not that great. You know, how I'm out here searching for my true purpose? Yeah, poetry ain't it. Here she hearing us? Sheesh. Enough said. Okay. Alright, thanks for listening to me. I hope I didn't come across whining. Could my life have been different? Sure. Go ahead, Dad, Mom, Richard, upbringing, and a great process in the turn service and the stiff cars and the yesers go along. I'm saying is difference not always better. I don't regret anything. What I've done to get where I am, don't regret coming here either. I heard what Liam's planning. It seems like a great idea, even if things are uncertain mode. I'd love to help. Stop by when you can. Ooh, more about movie night. So apparently you had to enter an ancient Angaran AI, and you destroyed it to save an Angaran life. It's a very tough decision that you had to make in the heat of the moment. I applaud you. It's exactly what I would have done. The former slave had a family that Tyrus did. You've given them a great gift. Dark Eye itself was fortified, though I expect that no one may say so to your face. I find these kind of debates invigorating. We're complex emotional people with many different views. I love it. Okay. Sure. Since your liberation of the labor camp on votes, some information has come to our attention. For years, the cat in order work on the process it that search for deep hope. Patents seem to threaten that. One day we must have uncovered something that the cat deemed extremely dangerous. They invaded the city carrying on slavery, or an archaeological time locked it down. Tapping the labor seems to confirm what happened to this point. I've been crazy when there was ancient prescoach AI locked in ice. Thanks to the prefix description by that move. I've heard that the cat shouldn't tech like artificial intelligence, and they certainly wouldn't want that, but oh yeah, they shun artificial intelligence. We have that, don't we? Okay, so just for fun, I just said I'd blast around with a core of energy to see what it would do. First shoot the battery off the Nomad, don't go, nothing. Then massive head field, my arts car helped. Still nothing, and then I took it to John and made him do his bioelectricity thing. Jackpot. Try to think that, I got all my army too. Protein synapses firing. It's like that. I mean, this data core's almost like a tiny remnant brain, so that's cool. Not sure that's how they haven't got to apply this to getting all the data, though. Okay. So, we need to go back to fucking Fold. Yep. Yep. Open. God, I hate when the doors do this. It really sucks when you get up to like the one on the deck because it closes and it's really hard to get back open. You just have the space. Speaking of that, when you go to the up here.
Callow, settle down.
If this isn't a good reason to get excited.
What's up? You guys aren't fighting, are you?
Why would I fight with my best friend?
Best friend? Aw, Callow. Callow's very excited about a report I received from EOS. It's good news. The radiation levels are steadily dropping.
I already knew that, though.
Your outpost Prodromos is really going to make it. When do you want to head back?
I can add to the list.
We could go, but we need to balance our priorities.
I already
Why?
was back there.
Just saying, if I'd created a thriving community in a brand new galaxy, I'd want to visit.
I mean, I already
Just wait till they put in the beach and the water slide.
Now you're just playing with me.
So, radiation levels are down. More to explore?
Yes, but there's been a rise in cat activity as well.
Figures that we're not the only ones to benefit from the planet's improvement.
Might be nice to see how it's doing.
But
almost like a vacation.
Almost. Maybe we'll head back at some point.
Well, you're the boss. Just say the word.
So here's the problem. It really feels like that should have been, you know, before you went back to EOS that one time. To fight the remnant thing and all that. It really feels like that should have happened. This conversation should have happened before that. Yeah. Anyway,
the swelling has gone down significantly, and I seem to be able to talk normally again.
Good. Keep me updated, and remember, cool food and liquid only. Nothing spicy.
Thank you, Lexi.
What's up?
Is there something wrong? Did you hurt yourself?
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just getting over some inflammation of the soft tissues of the mouth. It was dramatic, but ultimately non-threatening.
What?
What?
Have you ever heard of the lick test? Back before scanners were portable, Earth scientists would employ this test in the field. They used it to tell rocks from fossils and get a basic idea of their mineral composition.
You licked a rock?
You licked a rock, didn't you?
I was distracted and forgot it was a Helios rock. I do it unconsciously. When I was little, my father and I would go on expeditions. The lick test was a huge part of it. He made science fun for me. Your mother was something of a scientist, wasn't she?
She specialized in biotics research. Got her start in medicine.
I read all about her research, and your father's. AI and implants. They achieved so much in so little time. Sam is an astounding achievement. I left my parents back home. They told me they were proud of me.
And you're licking a rock.
And then lived out their lives while I slept.
Ah, that's so tempting. But anyway.
If I were them, I'd be
almost at the
proud
point where I
too.
just need to stop
You
this
came here
book.
for the sake of science. That takes courage. Some crazy, but mostly courage. I'm sure they knew that.
Thank you, Ryder. I needed that.
Anytime.
So she's licking rock.
Liam says he's planning a movie night.
Yes,
That's the
you
idea.
emailed me.
He's putting it off because it didn't seem right after seeing the exaltation facility. But now there's a delay. I had a thought. Every vid's better with snacks, right?
Do we
I
have
found an Angaran
popcorn?
recipe for these little morsels you can make from a local Helios plant, but it's rare and
You want me to look for one?
But
Oh, would you?
Amino
I'd love
place,
to,
since
you know,
Petra have.
be social and things.
Well, on soup. And I
Ket genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all Ket. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once.
It's basically a cat master race.
Just think, while you're poking around in their genetics, they're probably doing the same with ours.
Huh. Wonderful.
Evil
That's
cat
me never
superstar.
sleeping again.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good?
Indeed. Hello, what you got for me?
Gil, O'Connell and Serena spent months getting our systems coordinated. You can't just strip and redesign those
more
connections
this.
on the fly. Gil? I know you can hear me.
The whole ship can hear you. I'm just not listening.
You're fighting again?
I'm thinking the same, believe me. What can I do for you?
More story. If you
Tell me something else about the ship.
About the bathroom.
O'Connell, our systems designer,
I'm
for
gonna.
2 days, poor O'Connell was convinced that turning on... I'm all out of stories for now. Sorry. You'll have...
What do you think?
No. If I gossip anymore, I'll get in trouble.
Apparently
I'll let
we're
you
gonna have gossip. Well, lastly, there's Phoebe.
Nuh-uh, no peeking. I'm putting the finishing touches on my personal project.
I thought you said it was on the Nexus.
I'm just perfecting the final component here, or should I say, trying to. Several of the crew have offered to help, and I keep politely declining and ushering them out. So, thank you for retrieving that critical piece of REM tech, but kindly stop digging.
Fine. Have your surprise.
You won't regret it.
Want me to ask the others to back off?
No, I can handle it. As long as they're not looking to be besties. And I'm happy that someone with the galaxy at their fingertips can still give a girl her space. It's safe to say that you, my friend, are one of a kind.
Tempting.
I don't have to explain genetics to you, do I? Everyone is one of a kind.
Yes, assuming you're not a clone.
What about
But
the
no
cat?
more
The
distractions.
cat.
The next time you're on the
Everyone's cat.
Nexus, my project will be done. Come by, and I'll unveil it. Now, if you
I get
will,
that.
please leave me to my own devices.
But why? I want to talk to you about other stuff.
Ryder, exaltation? I never imagined we were fighting Angara.
It kills me to think about it.
We have to stop the Archon, whatever he's up to. The more we learn, the more I realize how much bigger than me this all is. It's humbling.
We could self-alert, though.
I like it when you...
Have I... Don't
Yeah,
worry,
so-
Ryder. I'm really...
Thanks.
You know it.
Anyway. Do do do. Do 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 do. So now we need to go back to Aya. Oh, we could go back to Vogue to do this one quest.
Not really a holiday destination.
Fucking Vogue. But we need to go poke this thing first before we
Tracking a
leave.
remnant architect.
Boop. So we put that one thing and now we gain an extra 5 research. Maybe an extra 10 on some of the things. Ooh. I know, right? Oops, I actually want to go back to Vogue. I know, I don't really want to, but let's complete this quest so we don't have to go back down though. Okay? Also, do I want to change this? I mean, that's pretty great for me. More weapon damage. More damage resistance, damage resistance, and that. But biotic damage. Yeah, that one's useless for me. Charge things, whatever. But yeah, I think I like this one probably the best because, you know, biotic damage. This is tempting just because that one doesn't have biotic damage, and the damage is less than our damage here, so. Yay for packs mods. But anyway, no time for this, so one thing we want disruptor ammo to add to our collection. That's tempting. No effect on combat. So overdrive that immediately reloads all weapons, recharges our powers, and temporary boost accuracy. Tempting, but here's what we want. We want shield capacitors. Why? Because it boosts maximum shields, restores current shield to that. So basically, we could just recharge our shields in the middle of combat, which is pretty great. And yeah, I think I'm probably going to switch out Jaw for PV, Vetra, Drac. Yeah, probably better Vetra and Drac.
Approaching the LZ.
Now we go back down. Do this quest. Woo. Back to the pain for green, everyone. Because that's the thing. Okay. Okay. Map. It's actually zoomed out. So where do I need to go? Well, that tells me nothing. So let's go over here. Boop. Here's assignments. Tempest. Oh, right, that. Relationship. Meet with Ryanless on Vogue. Okay. Where would I meet? No. Why am I not surprised to be over there? Should've just went there in the first place. Ah, well. Anyway.
Wonder what all the blinky light.
Rylus?
That's me, yes. I'm Rylus. Wow. You really showed up.
It's no big deal.
He seemed thrilled. Honestly, it's nothing special.
Nothing special. You saved the Moshai from the Ked.
I did a
and
lot.
not just the Moshai. So many people owe you their lives. Anyway, I should get to the point. Your raid on the exaltation facility sent the Kett scrambling. They're trying to get their operations in order. Our scouts report increased Kett movement through certain areas of Vold. Not military, though. Science and research vessels.
Huh.
So something that could involve exaltation, or the creation of a new exaltation lab.
Well, that's what I thought. Either way, Kett organizing means trouble.
Indeed
We don't
it
have the
does.
tech to break into their bases. But someone has to stop them.
Now see what I can
I'll
do.
investigate this if I can.
That's all I can ask. Thank you, Ryder. I'll send the nav point immediately.
Get to the cat facility. Oh fuck, there's another quest. Oh, you people. Why? You do this to me? I do all these quests for you, and then you're like, hey, Ryder's back. We have more quests to do. God, I wonder if there's more quests like these too. Why didn't you have a quest before?
You seem troubled.
Oh, Pathfinder Ryder. I was just speaking a blessing for 2 of our young soldiers murdered by the Kett. So many dead or disappeared, but these 2 cuts are the deepest yet.
Did you know them well?
They would be alive if they hadn't welcomed this death.
I'm not sure I understand.
These children were swayed by a new belief that's taken hold. A soul finds enlightenment through reincarnation, but some now think they can force this. They fling themselves at death, thinking they will be reborn stronger. Glory seekers, we call them.
Yeah, that's everything.
Reincarnation is a nice thought, but to die for it?
This has consequences. If you meet some of these glory seekers, do what you can to save them from death.
I have to go find people.
That's all any of us can do.
Anyway, we could talk to you about priest as well.
How do you become a priestess?
With great hardship. Only those who know darkness can lead others to light. I speak weekly words for those who seek them. They take my words to their families, so that they all find the strength I once longed for.
What do you believe?
In the never-ending growth of a soul that is reincarnated within a family. A righteous action in this life begets enlightenment in the next. And with that, a stronger dynasty.
What happens to the souls of exalted Angara?
This is our great heartache. They are kept from the family dynasty. Lost to us in all ways.
Thank you.
Speak to our glory seeker, but where is our glory seeker? Apparently there's a glory seeker now. Apparently there's a cat facility now. Maybe I've been by that cat facility, I don't know. I was done with Vogue. In the last video.
That's Techix, according to my map.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Whoever came up with the... We gotta repeat the same stuff over the
Ambient temperature is normal.
Like,
Life support is back online.
Sam. Okay. And help.
The deaths must have been incredible.
You're the alien who saved the motion.
Yep.
How many cat did you kill? I hope they screamed.
Dunno. Wasn't counting.
Wow, that many? Hey, Kulf, this alien's my hero.
All right, that's enough. I know they call you Pathfinder. What do you need from us?
Dr. Glory Seeker.
Your priestess, Roshwar Lin, told me about you. I was just curious.
Roshwar Lin is a blind old woman. cowers with her blessings while the Ket consume everything.
She said you were throwing away your lives.
Nothing is thrown away. It's not suicide. We train as hard as anyone in the Resistance. But when you don't fear dying, that's when there's everything to gain and nothing to lose.
I can't wait for my turn. But all our blood still runs too hot. Tej is our hope now.
Tej is going to take down a Ket station. We should hear the news soon.
And what if he fails his mission?
If he dies fighting Ket, there is no failure. But if he returns with nothing accomplished, we'll know he was cowardly. Cowardly heart isn't worthy of blessed rebirth.
So where's this Ket station?
You shouldn't interfere, Pathfinder.
It's okay, Venge. As long as Ket die, it doesn't matter who's killing them. Here's the nav point. It was interesting meeting you, Pathfinder. Skies be bright for you.
4 things to go. Murder. Do 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 do. It's all the way over there. Think I've been to that one. Just calm down. Just calm down a bit. I finished the whole game. Why do you do this to me? I was done with this planet. Then you brought me back. I was free. Now I'm right back to this now. It's frozen. Greenish tinted hell.
So where's Kesh's grandmother?
You're picking an old scar there, Vetra. Rather not pry it open.
I'm sorry. It's just you're always telling war stories, and I thought...
What makes you think that one's a war story?
That's personal right there.
Rylos was right. Lots of signs of Ket activity.
Hi, Cat. Oh god.
There's a lot of organic material here. Angara, Ket.
Would you like to access this file? Oh, by the way, discovered species, sorry. Extremely long-lived, natural ability to create gravitational fields of some variety, not fully understood. Mono-gendered, precise method of reproduction, not fully understood. Important. Which failed to take in genetic traits of other species to improve theirs. Oh, fuck that. Yeah, I can see why they would be interested in the Sari. So the Sari could take in traits of others to better themselves, because, you know, that whole... That's why why they frown on the whole pale-blooded Sari. But that whole taking in traits of other species. Yeah. You can see why the Ket would be interested. Krogan, long-lived, large, muscular, harder resistance to a large range of environmental conditions, superfluous organs. Some evidence of chromos. Some are damaged, not fully understood. Reiteration large. Yeah, Krogan could also make good traits if you think about it. Resistance to a large range of environmental conditions. Yeah.
There is an audio log saved on this device, Pathfinder.
Oh god, the
Ket?
coloration.
Let's get a translation, Sam.
Processing.
The Angaran genetic code that expresses this projection of a bioelectric field has been isolated. The process to integrate this into our own genome is ongoing. Early success is documented. Once complete, adaptation should be distributed to all ascendant humans. The ability may also prove useful as plant-based software. Research has been transmitted to the Empire.
Exaltation is not just about making more Ket. It's an exchange.
Let's see them try to exchange with the Krogan.
Oh, they want to do that.
There's bound to be more here. Let's keep moving.
Oh, they totally want to do that.
Genetic information locked.
That's our touch of base shoe. Thank our genome unraveled, we have begun the process of isolating the most valuable trait to augment the cat. Bioelectrical discharge. Isolate and reproduce. We have commenced the first revision of this ability amongst ascendants. Virtual light energy. Tricky, much more integrated than conscious, so our current focus. Guardian has complex biogun. Lacking obsolete residual traits, commonly found in evolved species, similar to cat in certain ways. So yeah, they're basically just they're stealing their traits and applying it to them to make themselves better. Let's go to species human. Sasuke, no natural armor protection, with bow technology can only operate no range of environmental conditions, genetically diverse, known for tenacity and adaptability. There's also some biots and other things.
Another audio log detected.
Let's hear it.
Transmissions unacknowledged by Homeworld. Possible breakdown in connection and information mishandled. Investigation ongoing. Logs to be updated shortly.
So the cat aren't the well-oiled machine they seem to be.
I wonder if we can find the follow-up logs.
Ah yes, Solarians. Short-lived fragile no natural armor. Metabolism, evidence of exceptional brain function. So Solarians though, yeah, short-lived, fragile, but that exceptional brain functions. So if they could, extract their... Okay, so think about it. If the cat could extract their exceptional brain functions, combined with the Krogan stuff, combined with the Zari stuff, combined with if they took genetics from traits from every one of us and combined it all together, oh god. Turians characteristics metallic in nature, possibly protective, digital protein based synthesis, agile, heightened skeletal structure allow for increased reach and flexibility.
All transmissions appear to have failed. Some of the team has suggested that this research is being prevented from leaving Helix. Troubling implications. Set aside for now. Taking steps to verify that primary communications are still active.
I'm picking up the nav point for another Ket station. Probably their primary communications.
Oh god.
Good. Let's blow it up.
But I guess I can't get more cat bio samples from this place. That's a collected. That's a collected bio sample, bio specimen that I can't pick up. Oh, that's irritating. Because yeah, someone's taking around to the space piece. And I'm supposed to collect this stuff. But I can't collect this stuff. What's going on this scan? I can't tell what you want me to scan. Everything's well colored. They're saying V here, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a genetic sample though. Can't take it. You want me to take
Information saved.
But collect the cat fire samples. Yeah, you want to let me collect the cat fire samples. Confused. Maybe they have to be specific.
Alright, now I'm pissed.
Oh, what they're trying to make me scan.
Pulling out the fancy move.
Like D around here. What's outside? What's this? Oh. This? Okay.
Pathfinder, these samples all contain the same genetic sequence. At first, it appears to be a familial connection, but the genome shows signs of modification. Evidence suggests the sequence was drawn from a single individual and incorporated into other cat.
The Archon.
Exaltation.
So does the Archon control the Ket because they see him as a progenitor? Or does his rank give him the privilege to propagate his genes like this?
A cultural question beyond my purview.
In any case, the stuff we found should be of great interest to the science team back on the Nexus.
So yeah, just think of that you took all those things and put them all into the Archon. Yeah, you see the problem. That could be bad. Very
bad. Your kinetic diffuser on the left is gonna fail in a week, maybe 2.
You're guessing wrong. I just replaced that.
Then you owe your supplier a punch. Had one fail during an airdrop. I know the signs now.
I wonder if we'll ever see a so-called golden world that won't be complete death to live on. So this is what a Kedcom outpost looks like.
Invincible.
Oh, you survived. Oh, I trapped that to your face. Good luck with that. Oh, we have it. First report of the 39 cycles ago, Senate requires update progress. There's a Senate? Requires an updated progress within the center. Reminder that all campaign leaders are expected to deliver reports once in every 15 stand cycles. Senate recognizes the president's scourge phenomenon and may be disruptive to communications. Take steps to circumvent this obstacle so that regular updates can be soon. This is your second reminder of this nature. Please acknowledge receipt. There's a fucking Senate. So the Archon might not actually be the cat leader. The Archon might just be the cat leader of this area. Fuck.
The Archon's not the Ket Supreme leader. There's more like him, all over Andromeda.
All grabbing genetic data and sending it home.
Yep.
And making more Ket in the process.
Oh, so yeah. So that basically means, yeah. That leaves the hospital for unit from Netflix, that and all that. We've got Ket!
Brothers, communication with support installation. I'll go back to local missions on the Architect. Integration protocol. The Archon's playing by his own rules.
So the Archon's doing things that don't go exactly with the Senate. But doing things outside of what it should be doing. Oh, obsession with the rep package. So here's basically it. The cat basically want, you know, all that details. All those genetics and everything. To basically make better cat. You know. Like if you captured all of us, humans, Solarians, Turians, sorry, Krogan, took over genetic things that make us great, put it onto, and then were able to somehow duplicate that enough times and inject that into all the cat, they would have a near unstoppable cat, which would make their empire so much better. But the Archon's like, remnant, why can't I access the remnant? I want the remnant, remnant. Why can't I have had remnant?
Communications. Only Archon is aware of shifting situation in Helios. If Archon's opinion is that protocols are not to our benefit, accept his wisdom. He is the Senate's voice in Helios and must be obeyed.
She doesn't sound completely convinced.
I wouldn't read too much into it. Even if there's fractures within the Kett, they still operate like a monolithic unified army. And that's who we have to contend with.
This could develop into something more, even if it's nothing now.
We'll keep an ear to the ground, see if anything comes up.
Wait for new intel on the cat. Container. I wish I could go over
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Can't really do that. But yeah. Anyway, now he has this to do. Yay. Which actually is close to that, so let's just go with that. But yeah. So the cat basically want more cat.
Within acceptable.
Super cat. There we go here. Maybe that's the journey so far. Andromeda species cat. So for example, the cat Archon. Cat present mysterious forever and present danger in the hero's clutches. The militia shows to go any details on the plans of operation to reach the nexus of the cat's leader, powerful military command known as Archon. Set to command the cat for Madrid on the unknown space, and it's only rarely sighted planet side. That's why the sightings are always at remnant dead sites or can't control remnant structures. The Archon's interest in remnant remains unexplained. It's now upon the cat is altered and gone. What about like cat anointed? They're anointed or it's altered and gone. How about cat race? Well, yeah. The biology is capable of transferring manufacturing traits from most species during sortation. Ancestral cat, So what about cat ascendants? Anyway, cat.
Life support at 100%.
Oh,
You okay?
fine. Just the old plumbing acting up. Even most of my guts are synthetic. I'd get them replaced, but the warranty's probably no good out here.
truck.
Approaching the Glory Seeker nav point. The Ket station is close.
Just rendered in.
I can't do this. Taking this station is impossible.
Are you Tej?
Whoa! Didn't see you there.
Didn't see you there, right in front of you.
I'm Tej. How did you find me? Wait, Kolf and the others, right? Stars. Don't tell them you found me like this. I wasn't expecting all this security, and the longer I sit here, the more I doubt everything.
I thought the whole point was you were supposed to die doing this.
People always misunderstand. We don't waste our lives. I could die here, but it wouldn't be a glorious death. It would be sad and stupid and lonely. See, the more I think, the worse the thoughts get.
I've got some experience with Ket. I can help with this, if that would help.
Would you? I think with all of us, we might actually take down this station. Live or die. I wouldn't leave here a failure.
Where do you think you're going? Tell me we're going in. We're going in. We're going in. Ah, we going in.
We've got targets!
Totally helped, by the way.
Still alive. And honestly, I'm glad. Living and learning is a good way to grow stronger too.
True.
And I've never met anyone who had a blessed rebirth. And what if it's not real? Stars. If my friends heard this talk, they'd turn their backs. Venture especially. Oh, I'm almost afraid to go back.
I can't tell you what to do, but maybe Roshwar Lin can help?
I always liked Roshwar. And you're right, she'll know how to handle my friends. Whether it means we talk to them, or I stop listening to them. We grew up together.
Sometimes you grow apart.
Yes. Maybe. Thanks, Pathfinder. At least we kicked those Kets on their behinds, right?
True. True. So is that it? I don't have to go talk to anyone else? Am I done? Please tell me I'm done. Cause oh god, I can't take many more quests right now. Now from this we need to go quick back to the Samurai, see how many quests they have before we escape. Oh, we need to go back to Eos. We need to go back to the there. We need to go back here. Oh, I don't really see any quests still. Okay, good, good. I'm gonna get back on the ship. I'm gonna get out now. Cause I still need to go back to Aya. Yep, there you go, Don.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
You bought the planet. We're go time. What? Nah, we're not going to Ohio. Because we go to Ohio, we'll probably go back to the Nexus stuff. Right now,
Hello?
I'm going to go back over here. Check my emails. Good. Good. But yeah, next time we'll deal with things. Cause yeah, I figure we spent, you know, the majority of this video talking to everyone on the ship, and then we had to go back to vote and deal with that stuff. I don't know how much I have to do though. How many help requests though? I know I have to probably head to the Nexus after that, and I'll be all, oh hey, Angaran, welcome to the Nexus. And I'm not sure what else I'll have to do now, and yeah. Then I'm not sure what happens after that. It might be Kadara next after that. Or it might be something else. Because here's the thing, I remember there was Kadara, which I can't remember if we set up an outpost there or not. I know it's the whole... where the Edzars went, and I remember Reeves. I remember ending up in a relationship with Reeves and locking off all my other relationships. Because I didn't think it would be, you know, that important compared to, you know, other relationships. Whoops. And then there was, I remember a desert planet later that was worse than Ios. Because there was, I remember Krogan being on it, and I remember it being mostly just sand. Like, Eos at least had some plants, some dirt, some water. But I remember that would be mostly just sand. Which, yeah. I forget what else there was besides that. But anyway, we are how much progress? 34% done. Wow. That's not much progress, actually. So anyway, Warriors are over a third of the game, but still. That's, yeah. I guess, however, compared to how many hours we put into this, it's still more progress than, like, if we were doing Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Valhalla, because those games just take forever, because, well, Odyssey less so, because Odyssey you just had, well, the hardest part were taking over forts and then ending up being attacked by so many bounty hunters and other shit. Valhalla's mainly because I had to stop and look up puzzles for how to get loot just to find out I couldn't get the loot because the loot was behind a story locked door and not just behind a door that needed, you know, a key that was right over there behind the wall that needed blown up, but to get the explosive you had to go over there, and Valhalla pissed me off with some of this stuff. But anyway. So next time we'll go to Aya. Hope you all enjoyed, thank you, and have a nice day.